You know, Christ said that in order to have a life, you must give up a life. In order to live, you must die. And what he's talking about is what we've been talking about this morning in this room. All these feelings about feeling degraded and about being embarrassed and about whatever, right? Putting you down. When people do that to you, the fact that you can feel it is the life that you must die from. That's the life you have to lay down. That is death. You're dying from that. And so when people do that to you, don't shut them off. Don't make them stop. When people try to talk over you, the devil tell you, oh, they're trying to embarrass you. And they might be, because evil people love. Can you imagine we were all created in God's image? And God's people that he created go around the earth hurting one another. Yeah. We came from the same Father. And human beings live to hurt one another. Just think about that. Think about what you've done to other people over your lifetime. And then what has been happening to you. That's coming from human beings. That's coming from another person that were created by God. And no one ever, well, most people, ever question, why is that? Why do we have to go off on one another? Why do we deliberately try to hurt one another? People, if you look at our government today, our government is deliberately trying to hurt the people. And why is that? Our government go to war and kill innocent people because they're evil. Just the way we go to war with one another in our world. We're no different than the government. We go to war and try to hurt other human beings. And nobody ever questions, why is that? Why am I mad at someone because they disagree with me? Why am I mad at someone because they tried to hurt me? Why? They don't question that. And because they don't question it, they never see what's really going on, and they never overcome. But it's not logical that we try to hurt one another. We came from the same source. And in a little way, we're all connected with one another. That's why what you do to others, you're really doing it to yourself. People that try to hurt others are miserable. And the more they try to hurt you, the worse that they feel. They don't feel better. And if they can't hurt you, the more they'll roam the earth and find somebody else to hurt. And then if they can't find anyone, they'll form a group. And then the group will go and walk in the earth trying to hurt somebody. And when that doesn't work, they'll turn on each other in the group. Yeah. Because that's what miserable people do to evil. But just think about that for a minute. We were created by God, and we try to destroy one another. Husbands destroy wives, wives destroy husbands, mothers and fathers destroy children. Your parents have never loved you. They have recreated you. They've used you, just like you use people. They've used you to try to make themselves feel like loving parents. That's why they say, you gotta go to school. You gotta get an A. You gotta do this. You gotta play tennis. You gotta play golf. You gotta be in every sport that's out there. Because they're forcing you so that they can feel better. It's not that they love you. They leave you with the trauma. Now you're doing the same thing. But they have a good feeling. Grandma said, no, I want to see the grandkids. No, you can't see my kids. No, I'm the grandman. And sometimes the grandfather do it, but most of the time they say, I'm the grandmother. I deserve. No, you don't. What makes you think you deserve to see my children? And if you don't let grandma see the grandkids, she'll destroy you. Because it's about grandma. Right. I know of guys in situations right now with women that are catching hell because their mama won't stay out of the situation. She'll sneak and go behind the guy's back and contact the woman that he's fighting with. Because she's the grandmama. She's evil. Your parents never loved you. Your parents hate you. If you doubt me, look at yourself. Where did that come from? It came from your parents. You didn't raise yourself. Isn't that true? Your mama don't love you, and she don't love everyone. When your parents are forcing you to be the way they want you to be, what they're saying to you, I hate you. You're going to do it my way or I'm going to kill you. No matter how you fight against it and say no, 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 they impose it anyway. Have you noticed that? You got to go to the school they want you to go to. You got to make the grades that they want you to make. You got to come to the party so she can invite all her little phony friends so they can march you around at the party and say how smart you are. It's not for you. And you're walking around the party hating it. Don't even want to be there. But she's introducing you to everybody, showing all the pictures. Because she hates you.
Exactly.
Because if they loved you, they wouldn't do that to you. They don't need outside gratification for inside life.
Right.
But they do that to the children. And then when they send you to the transgender class and the teacher want to cut your body parts off, they blame the teacher rather than blame themselves for sending you to that class, because they don't have to send you to the class. And the story's over. Okay, y'all want to cut off kids' body part? I'm keeping my kid at home. You can cut off everybody else's part. They're not my children anyway. You can have them. If the parents don't love them enough to keep them at home and be safe and train them in the right way, why should you care they cut off body parts? It ain't your body. But the parents send their children there anyway, even when the teachers say, well, we're going to trick y'all. We're going to tell you we're not doing it. We're going to do it anyway. And they tell the kids, don't tell the parents. And the parents still send them off to be traumatized. It's evil. But Christ said that in order to have a life, you must give up a life. You must die. And the life that you have to give up is this emotional feeling life. If anyone can make you feel something, you need to let that happen. Don't stop that from happening so you can die from it. So you can die from it. Don't cut it off. Don't say, stop here. And I know what you mean, because people tell you, you got to stop them. No, you need to let that happen so you can see what's happening in here, in your mind in here, and you're going to start to see that that's not you, and it will die. And then no matter what people say to you or how they act, no matter how many are watching, it won't bother you at all, because the real you have no identity and no one can make you feel or think anything. But the old you must die. All these emotions and the things that you're protecting the devil. You're protecting a false life thinking that is you. There is a time to speak up. I'm not saying don't speak up at times, just don't be angry. But if someone can make you feel something, that's the life that Christ is talking about. You must lay down, you must die from it in order to have life. And when the young lady was saying, well, if I let my feelings go, what would I have? Nothing. And yet you will have everything. You have everything. The whole world belongs to you. And you already have it, but you won't let go so you can experience it. You're holding on to darkness. You're holding on to a lie. Let feelings die. If somebody, I want you to practice this week. Shake in your boot. Even you got to shake in your boot about, I don't care how embarrassing it seems, or how many people agree with it or don't. Let yourself shake, but let it die. And you're going to see, that's not me. That's something else. How come I'm so afraid of a rumor or hearing something? Why do I feel fear from that? And you're going to see that it's not you. And so welcome that. Count it all joy when you're feeling the pain of fake love or fear or anger or doubt or worry or loneliness or insecurity or whatever. Count it all joy when you're feeling the pain. Tribulations work as patient. Let it die. Those people are doing you a favor. They think they're doing you a disservice, but they're doing you a service. But you're running away from the gas station without filling up. It's like somebody gave you a map. You're going to drive to Alabama today. Somebody gave you a map that leads you all the way to Alabama, right? But along the roadside, you feel, Satan tells you, you don't need that map anymore. You can figure it out yourself. And then you get lost because you put the map away. The map is right here, right now, and the map will take you down that long road to freedom. It's not normal to be feeling anything. Now, when you die from this fake feeling, and I hate to tell you this because don't worry about the feeling. Forget about the feeling. It's not normal to be looking for feelings. You're not your feelings. People control you through feelings. Look at the love relationship. How many men and women have lied to each other about love and make you feel good? And then as soon as you get married or start dating, hell break loose. I thought you loved me. I thought you loved me. Both parties think each other love one another when they hate one another. But you gotta let the feelings go. You're not the feeling. And welcome the attack. Don't look for them. You don't even have to look for the attack. You don't have to put yourself in the mess. But when it does come, watch it. If you're feeling it, that's the life that Christ said you must die from. That's what Christ died from. That's what his death was all about, the ego death. Then he rose, and there's no more death. No more death. Even when you drop your body, you're not dying. You're just dropping the old body. But you'll be alive. But you can have it right here on earth right now if you let it die. Really, if you let it die, you could be free and no one can touch you because you will be in your own world. You are your world. And it's you that let people in your world because you overreact to them because you need something from them. So you think. You gotta let this go. You're not being tough by protecting the devil. That makes sense? Anybody disagree with that so far? Any question about that?